The following video has been approved by the JD marketing team. It is rated JD for intense use of the word damn and many beaver-related puns. This video may not be suitable for all beavers.
G'day, mate, and welcome to Timberborn with me, JD, or welcome back to Timberborn. Maybe you've been here for a previous series, maybe this is your first series you've seen on the channel, but either way, welcome to Timberborn with me, JD. We're going to be starting a brand new game with the Iron Teeth. Why the Iron Teeth? Well, because we have a group of rebels, a group of rogue beavers that have wandered off. They've decided to start their very own colony, and they want to do things a little bit different on a custom map. So we're going to grab our Iron Teeth. We're going to find our map. It is going to be the Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls is going to be our map, and we're going to just go in for normal difficulty. Now we have our bustling little colony, colony of brand new beavers. Which, like I said, they went rogue. They left the other colonies, and they went and ran away and formed a new colony because they were planning to do one particular thing. They have a strong belief, so strong they wrote a manifesto on the fact that beavers shouldn't be mating the traditional way. They think that the beavers' chastity should be much more significant, much more saved, much more savored, and not be just given away freely. So they have pledged to make chastity belts for everybody. So this is going to be the chastity belts colony. And we have 12 lucky beavers. 12 lucky beavers that have joined us on the colony. They're all very young. They've already paired up. They're already mated up. And they are named after the wonderful YouTube members, who support the channel. We have Jockia, we have Tim Hodgetts, we have Victor Mazery, we have Kyle Felwell, we have Joshua Adams, we have Ben Dickett Richer, yes. We have Victoria Bailey, one of those very, very rare female beavers. They're very, very rare. This is one of the few in the colony. Don't ask how they breed. It's perfectly fine. We have Sage, Skage, yes. We have Brandon Highland. We have Killingsworth It. Don't wake them up in the mornings. They don't appreciate it. We have Mateus, Fowalski, and we have Idiocide. Yes, that is going to be our 12 beavers to start off our colony on our custom map. Yes, custom map. We should definitely look at our custom map. It is, well, unique. We're going to have a couple of waterfalls down the bottom. We have a very, very tall opening we can close off with a giant dam should we want to, and flood the whole map. We have plenty of metal on the map, which is good because we have a lot of chassis belts we want to make. We have a little hill up here which has its own internal water spring. So, you know, if we get a colony over here, they will thrive. We have more metal up here, and most interestingly, I've found that our water sources up here are gapped, so half the water is currently flowing off the map. So should we get up here and actually get a dam in, we can double the water flow down the river, which will double up our Niagara Falls. On top of that, this whole section of the map, it looks like if we can just demolish a little section in here, we can get this to flood quite well. And I don't think it goes off the edge. It does go off the edge. That's a shame, but at least we get it flooded a decent amount and access a whole bunch more greenery. But first thing we need to do is we need to get our little fledgling beaver colony up and running. So we're going to need some basics. We're going to need a water pump, which we're going to go put... I really actually don't want to put it there. Can I put you... Good question. Actually, can I put you down here? That's a good idea. Let's put you there. We're going to need a path from A to B. Yep, that's step number one. Step number two is we're going to need some timber to get us started. So let's bring a path out to there, a path out to there, path out to there. We're going to want to max out our beavers in the district center. By the way, if you've got some suggestions for the district center, please put them down in the comment section below. At the same time, I need to ask suggestions for the naming convention. I did say we've chosen the wonderful YouTube members who go above and beyond to support the channel. They've clicked the like button, which I recommend you do right now, because, well, it helps to promote the video, support the video, push it out with the algorithm to hopefully bring new people into the channel and into the series. At the same time, time, the more likes I see in a video, the more I know whether I should continue with the series. You know, we might just do a 1 or 2 video. We might call it a mini series. But if we've got strong support, then we call it then we'll do a whole series. At the same time, the wonderful YouTube members have also clicked the subscribe button, which you should definitely do if you want to keep watching more Timberborn and other factory automation games. A little bit late to start the Timberborn series when it started a little while ago, but I was busy with Captain of Industry, which is still going. It's got a couple of episodes left and a whole bunch more tutorial videos that I need to do as well. So maybe you want to look at that. I'll put a link up the top right-hand corner if you do. Lastly, they've gone above and beyond. They've clicked the like button, they've clicked the subscribe button, they've done one better, they've clicked the join button, they've become a YouTube member, which means they're supporting the channel. They're going above and beyond, and they're at least receiving my absolution for any guilt they may feel from using ad blocker. It's one of the services I offer for as little as $1 per month. I will give you complete absolution from any guilt you may feel, at least for using ad blocker on my channel. So we need to have suggestions. 2 choices are we go with wonderful YouTube members' names. Our second choice is we go with a little bit more punny names. Yes, punny names for the beavers. You know, like we did in previous series where we had a wet beaver because we need to get the water up and running, so we get some wet beavers. On top of that, we're gonna have some hungry beavers that we need to account for. We're also gonna have some toothy beavers that we need to chop down some trees, so on and so forth. So, you know, give me your suggestions. Do we want to go with YouTube members' names, or do we want to go with some alternative names that may have been used in previous series? Again, if you're interested in some of those previous series, I'll leave a link up the top right-hand corner. So we need to get the beavers up and working. I want to have the gathering flag as the bottom priority because we only got 4 builders currently, and we want them to go build every single forester, well, every single forester, yes, every single lumberjack we can, to start getting some of these trees cut. Now, these are all birch, so they're crap. They're only worth 1 wood a piece, but we sort of need to get them done. We're also going to need to have the deep water pump up and running, but that requires logs, which means, well, we need to actually have some logs being cut down already. We also want to chop down that, and that should be us started. I still have 2 idle beavers, so in that case, we will throw a lumberjack here and here. Also, because I hear lazy beavers are lazy, we're going to crank up their day to at least 20 hours. 20 hours for the first day, maybe 2. Actually, I think I can pause you. Maybe. How much wood do we have? 2, 4. Yeah, I can pause you because you're going to go straight into running the pump, I believe. All right. Next thing I need to do is, after we have water up and running, we're going to need to get 2 things up and running fairly quickly. I'm going to need an inventor. An inventor is going to let me invent things. Don't ask how spinning a hat on top of a building lets you invent things, but it does. The next thing I'm going to need, which will not happen today, will be a lumber mill, which we're going to place right here, along with a power drive there, because we're going to want to get some planks. I'm going to need to get planks up and running reasonably quickly so we can... I want you to be high priority, thank you. Building less workers, great. We're just going to start pausing things. It's going to be a little bit of micro to get us up and running. We don't need that. We're going to need to get... actually, I need the wheel first, boys and girl. I need the wheel first, and then we can get into having the lumber mill. We need the lumber mill because we're going to desperately need to get a forester, so we'd actually plant some trees that are worth our time cutting. As I said, the birch is worth 1 wood. 9 days to grow 1 wood. We do have some dead pine out here, which I am trimming back, which at least worth 2 wood. But realistically, we're going to need a lot more wood. We have hungry little beavers that need a lot of wood, so it's my #1 job to get as much wood for my beavers as possible. All right, next thing we need to do is we have 12 homeless beavers. Yeah, we'll worry about that after this is running. So science is running, this is running. Okay, you are max priority, you are second max priority. Okay, which means I can continue planning out at least. I want a barracks. I really want a better barracks. That's 400 research. That's going to take a little while. Yeah, we're just going to end up building barracks. We're going to end up ripping them down later. Okay, I'm going to need 2 of those. They're not super high priority. They're going to be a much lower item on the list. Building wax workers. Perfect. I don't want you running yet. Now I want you running. Max priority. Actually, I just needed to set these to the lowest priority. That's my answer. No workers in district. That's fine. That's sort of the point. You're not doing shit anyway. You are getting low on things to cut. Alright, so I need to convert 7 logs into 7 planks. That's going to be my first job to get the lumber mill up, the forester up and running. I also need to have those 60 science points, which means you make 1 science point every hour, and we've got 15, which means I need to have you working flat out for the next, 45 hours or something. So next 2 days, all your job, and actually you sleep during that. That's unfortunate. Speaking of sleep, we could probably 18-hour days. 18-hour days. Yeah, 18-hour days. Another thing we're probably going to want to do is give them a water tank. Let's put a water tank right there. And yeah, that's the problem. Every single time Jokia wanders off, Joshua has nothing to do because he doesn't have any horsepower anymore. Yes. Okay. All right. Yeah. We're also going to want a small water tank. Just a little water tank. Just something so we can store up some water because, again, Edio side, if he's not in there pumping the water, then it stops flowing and then bad things happen. So if we can at least get that done, he should be able to take some of the water and shove it. Actually, just pause. Hopefully you'll find something else to do. Yeah, we got something else for you to do. Don't know what it is, but you're doing something else. Yeah, after we get that up and running, at least you can take the water and dump it into the storage tank for the moment. There you go. You can go back to work. Alright, we have 3 planks. We have some research 24. There's nothing else I can really do until they have chopped all the trees. Speaking of all the trees, can we actually have them chop all the trees? There's no point keeping any of these here. They are pathetic. I do want to chop down all the dead trees because there is a chance that the other trees, these fully grown trees, can drop down new saplings. So we're going to get rid of the dead ones first just to try and maximize things. I'm doing a little bit of min-maxing, okay? I've done a number of tutorials on Timberborn. I was going to say Captain Ministry. Timberborn. So I sort of know how to just squeeze a little bit more out of the game. Okay, can I can. Alright, can I get another lumberjack flag? Let's put you there. And also have you chop... not that one. Cancel that one. I just want you to chop the dead things. Because it's worth a lot of timber to us right now. And timber is our biggest shortfall. Early game. Alright. Who else can I pause? You're getting close. Can I give you just a touch more? No, that didn't help. Okay. Alright, I guess we're going to come back in the morning when they get back to work with a normal 16-hour day. I'm generous enough to give them a 16-hour day. Also, I need to work out who we're going to pause. Berry picker, sure. Alright, with morning breaking, we finally have a goal. Our beavers are happier. The fact that they're semi-homeless makes them extremely happy with me. I'm glad that the goals are very low, because if they're low enough, I should be able to accomplish them. We have 12 beavers that are no longer hungry, 12 beavers that are no longer thirsty, 12 beavers that have slept somewhere, 10 out of 12 have shelter, which means they're reasonably happy with me, and unfortunately none of the beavers are wet. Obviously, we still have more goals to meet. I need to make all the beavers wet. It's sort of super important. Another thing we should probably look at before too long is a farmhouse. A farmhouse to get some happy, healthy beavers, because we're not growing cucumbers. It's going to be carrots. Similar shape, similar design, similar effects, but a little bit more pointy at the end. And are you out of things to harvest? Just about. And we have no wood. Okay, so if we have no wood, let's pull 2 off there, which means I can unpause that one, and I can unpause that one. And building likes workers. No, they don't like workers. But you're not set to lowest priority, and you're not set to lowest priority. Okay. Alright, so this is about harvesting that wood still. Okay, and we have a what? So we now have a well-being of 4 with a 5% movement speed. And if I can get them to 5, we'll get a working speed of 10%. A little buff right there. Okay, which means I need to have that. No, probably this running to give them carrots, which actually we should plant out. Carrots. I want to have around about 100 carrots. So 5, 3, 5, that's 10. So that's about 100 carrots. That's a little bit over 100 carrots. So let's go with there. And at the same time, we'll throw sunflowers in any gaps that I do see. That's going to be our solution for right away. Of course, I need it built. And okay, so we have 13 planks. I have 53 science, which is not quite enough. No, I want to unpause you. Do I have work for you if I unpause you? No. No, in that case, you can keep making planks, because I don't have anything else for you to do. Actually, I could set them to go in here and do this. No. Oh no, you do have things to harvest. Okay. Alright, there we go. Which has unfortunately pulled 2 workers off other projects. Okay, so we're going to pause you and pause you. And then you guys will go back to timber cutting. We want to have you prioritize carrots, please. Not the sunflowers, because sunflowers take 10 days. Carrots should take 4. And I want you to prioritize planting always. Yes. And you are sort of a high priority building. Alright, so we got 61 research, which means I should be able to unlock the forester. Yes, I want to build you, preferably on the brown, but with access to as much greenery as possible. We're going to be building you right about here, it seems. Okay. Build that to there. Max bounds are probably... Are you nappy? I hope not. Okay, which means we also need to set up planting. I want to plant birch, the crappy one I was complaining about earlier. If I plant in around about 200, so 5, 10, 15, 5, so about, that should be about 200 tiles. 200 tiles worth of birch. If I plant 200 tiles worth of birch, by the time the birch is planted, the last one goes in, the first one should be ready to harvest. I want you to do birch. I want construction site max priority, and I also want the building itself to be max priority. And food's getting low, so I need to unpause you, set you to max as well. Cool. Love the micro. I love early game micro. Really annoying. You I can pause. Sure. Building next workers. You and you. I can live with you not running, correct? Because you're... What trees you can access are covered by you. You can cover most of those. Are these set to harvest? No. Oh! We did another goal. We got them happy. We now have an average well-being of 4 because, yes, hunger, thirst, sleep, and shelter all done. We still don't have wet beavers, but, you know, one problem at a time. All right, day kicks into action, and as soon as this forester is done, we should find somebody to man it, and they should, or beaver it. We should find somebody to beaver it, and we do. Brandy kick, Richer. is off beavering it, and they should start planting. Okay, the last thing I need to do before we can call ourselves semi-stable is housing. We need some of those birthing pods. Because of our religion and because of our beliefs, we don't breed the traditional way. It's only done via breeding pods due to our chastity belts, also due to the extreme lack of female beavers. Yes, there's only Victoria. Maybe Vic. Maybe. We're unsure about Vic. And killing's worth it, we just don't wake up, ever. So, we need some breeding pods. Breeding pods are going to be very, very important to getting our colony stable. If we can get some breeding pods, like so, up and running, and we can get some water and some berries dropped off, that should mean that we can get into a stable state. Stable state is going to be definitely step number 1, where we can have some people coming in. Actually, there's one more thing I'm going to want, and that is going to be a warehouse, providing we don't run out of warehouse. There. Run out of time. Alright, breeding pods, breeding progress. Yep, water's been dropped off, berries have been dropped off. Excellent. So that means, in theory, the breeding of a whole new generation has started. Berries are still an issue, as is my carrots. Carrots are 3 days away. 2 days away. 3 days away. We're already down here planting the sunflowers. Okay. We don't need more, but more food never hurt. Can I also sunflowers, throw them down here and through there and through there, because you should be able to access all those tiles. Yes. Okay. And do I have building wax workers, you and you? Do I want to rearrange you guys? So you're chopping everything in the north. You're picking berries, which is now going to be super important because we need to have berries to keep the breeding pods active. You're still chopping wood, and you have some amount left, not a lot. And you have way more. So I'm going to want to eventually pause probably this one to swap over to that one. And definitely pause this one to swap over that one. But we have storage up and running. Can I fit in one more project? One more project for the day. Wellbeing. Can I fit in a rooftop terrace? Or a campfire? On the ground only. Sure, let's just throw a campfire in beside the science hut. Maximum priority. We've got 18 logs, so it's just a matter of delivering them. And from memory, a campfire doesn't require too much beaver sniffing to get it built. Come on. Day's running on. The day's running on. I need the last logs delivered. Go, people. Don't sit down idle. Go get the last 2 logs. Alright, I'm pulling one of you off. Sniff it. Sniff it. Sniff it! Sniff! Rub your hands together and sniff. There we go. Alright, we've got a campfire. Which should give us a social life buff. But with that up and running, we have timber being grown. We have timber being chopped. We have food being planted. We have potential to make planks. We have water being stored. Not a lot, but a little bit. We have decimated most of the map of its natural resources already. Most of the map we can access, at least. We have done nothing about drought proofing ourselves or anything about dams, which means the next episode we need to say damn it, build a dam, and we have started breeding the next generation. Oh, ain't they pretty? Ain't they pretty? With our wonderful chastity belt methods. It means this is our only option to get new blood into the colony, so to speak. But we've ended the first week. I think we can call this a success. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see what happens in episode 2. And please, very important, leave me a comment. Are we going to go with naming the YouTube members to, show our appreciation for those that support the channel? Or are we going to go with some more interesting naming conventions? Like naming our beavers after, things that we're doing, like chastity belts and the fact that the beavers need lots of wood and we need to keep the beavers wet and those sorts of names. It's entirely up to you guys, but I look forward to reading your comments. Reading your comments. And don't forget, if you're interested in seeing more Timberborn, you want to see the previous series, that will be linked in the first comment below, along with, if you happen to catch this series late, and it's already started and it's progressed, there is also in the comment section, also in the description, a link to the playlist, so you can, just start binge watching right from square one. Anyway, with all that said, I need to call this episode here. It is nightfall, the beavers are sleeping, and I'll see you guys in the very next episode. Thank you for watching. See you then. Bye.